Hello there, my name is Varrand and today we are talking about top 3 dirt bike gear changing tips. Dirt bike gear changing can be a difficult thing to beginner rider, and there are certain techniques, certain specifics you need to understand in order to ride faster and in order to take the maximum power out of your dirt bike. The first tip is use clutch when you gear up, don't use clutch when you gear down. So it's important, if you gear up and you're on the throttle, to use a little bit clutch in order to help your gear to set in the right position. So when you are in the straight line, for example, and you gear up, use a little bit clutch and you don't even need to turn off the throttle. Just you're on the throttle, use a little bit clutch and your gear will get in and you don't lose any speed of it. The second thing, when you gear down, you don't need to use clutch. So if you don't use clutch and gear down, your engine automatically brakes as well. The second tip is the correct leg movement. So as I'm teaching my other riders, you need to be on the balls of your feet all the time, unless you are changing gear. If you change your gear, the leg needs to move fast under the lever here. The movement is fast, and when you change the gear, the leg moves back on the ball. You can't ride like this all the time, because otherwise your toe can get stuck into some rut or something and there will be a bad accident. So get your ball of the feet back on the foot peg right after you change the gear, and your leg movement is like this. The other reason is that if you're not on the ball of the feet, it's really hard for you to grab the bike with your knees. Be on the ball of the feet and you are much more able to grab the bike with the knees. So remember the right footwork here. The third dirt bike gear changing tip is timing. The timing is crucial when changing gears, because the dirt bike engine and the RPMs are working in a way that at a certain RPM level your dirt bike engine has the most power. If the RPMs go higher than the certain level, then your dirt bike engine starts to lose the power. And also, if you're on a too high gear and your RPMs are low, your engine just don't have this energy to spin the wheel. So you have to remember that you have to be on the right RPM level. And this means that you should use the gears in the straight line, use gear up, because I see so many riders there who are on the straight line and the dirt bike is screaming under them on a really high RPM, but they don't have the power. And if the competitor changes gear, their dirt bike has more running power and they will just pass you. So remember to gear up on the right time. And the other thing is also, especially before the corners, make sure that you're on the right gear. If you have too high gear, your dirt bike engine doesn't have the power in the corner, and then you have to start compensating either with a clutch, or you don't have the power, you don't use the clutch as well, and your engine doesn't have the power to carry you through the corner properly, and you lose a lot of speed. So remember, dirt bike engine is built to work on a certain RPM level. Ride with your dirt bike, listen to it, and you will start to develop this feeling where is the right RPM level. When you have been looking for a great resource of motocross riding techniques, then I have really good news for you. I have just opened my 7-step video course, the 7 techniques for winners. The video course walks you through all the correct techniques, drills you need in order to develop these correct body positions, correct dirt bike riding techniques that are so crucial to build your motocross career. So I have added a link into the video description. Make sure that you check out the offer. There are a lot of special stuff going on, and this is the #1 dirt bike riding course you will ever need. So let's start learning motocross together. Click the link below and see you there.